This is why the genocide in Congo, the apartheid in South Africa, and exploitation of Africa as a whole is linked with Israel. Israel's largest export is diamonds, with 0 diamond mines in Israel. Their monopoly over the diamond industry is soaked in the blood of Africans. As mentioned in the previous video, one of the oligarchs behind the Congo's first prime minister was Maurice Tempelsman, a diamond magnate who used his wealth to lobby politicians in Russia, USA, and Africa. After Lumumba was executed, Tempelsman made sure the puppet Mobutu remained in power by using the CIA agent Larry Devlin to manipulate the geopolitical landscape of Congo and South Africa. For Israeli-owned diamond companies like De Beers to remain exploiting Africa after we gained independence. De Beers was founded by Cecil Rhodes with the funding of the Rothschilds, then sold to the Oppenheimer family years later. The company De Beers still exploits Africa's diamonds to this day, funded the apartheid in South Africa in the 90s, and today funds Israel's ethnic cleansing of Palestinians. Since then, nothing has changed apart from they now have a Black Panther actress as their global ambassador and pretend to support BLM once a year. In fact, De Beers endorsed the taking down of Rhodes' statue to portray that his colonial past shouldn't be glorified, a symbolic gesture to cover up the fact that nothing has changed. They will try and satisfy our rage with symbolic victories like BLM. But that's for another video. The irony of Lupita Nyong'o being the global ambassador for De Beers is laughable. In the movie Black Panther, her real-life character would be a villain. Africa is still controlled by megacorporations like De Beers, Shell, Glencore PLC, and Barrick Gold, which use their stranglehold over our resources to micromanage the continent and fund Israel, resulting in mass poverty and mass migration due the living conditions are unstable. They have selected our leaders ever since our independence, and when a leader or activist steps out of line, they have them executed. However, I want to make one thing clear. Among the list of the martyrs slain and targeted by these oligarchs, the list can be found on the website, theblackoutstrike.com. Many of them have been Jewish, like the late Ruth First, whose house was bombed by men like Tempelsman for her support against the South African apartheid and De Beers' strangle over the country's economy. Many white people and Jewish people have fought amongst us in the struggle for economic emancipation. There are more Jews like Ruth First than there are like Maurice Tempelsman. And the strongest tool against Zionism and white supremacy is white citizens and Jewish activists. African Americans didn't get civil rights until white brothers and sisters linked arms at the front lines. The reason why oligarchs fund both the Democrats and the Republicans is to keep us divided. Unite against the system that enslaves us all and join the blackout strike.